Is Bitcoin a bubble? Welcome to Inside AB with Shayan Shakeel from Arabian Business and myself, Jeremy Lawrence. Okay, Shay, you wrote this feature in the magazine this week, 5 things to know about Bitcoin. So let's crack straight into what we need to know about this cryptocurrency.
Right. Well, this is one of the most exciting features I've had to write. With what's going on right now, it's very pertinent. Bitcoin is pretty much surging and threatens to disrupt the currency market. A large part of that is because, well, it takes just so long to transfer money anywhere else. On Bitcoin, it's instantaneous.
You use the example of Skype calls. We can talk instantaneously over Skype, and yet moving money around the world used to take several days and 5% charge.
Exactly. And Bitcoin, there's no charges because there's no intermediaries.
Because it's using blockchain technology.
Because it uses blockchain technology.
Okay, so that's why it works basically. This was interesting. Is it a currency or a commodity? Explain why there's this question mark.
Well, it was made to be a currency because it was made for me to be able to send you money wherever without the use of Western Union. But with the way it's been rising in terms of prices, it's almost like it's become an asset, like gold. So that's what makes a lot of people wonder whether or not it's a currency, because it's behaving a lot like a commodity these days.
Why is it a problem if it behaves like a commodity rather than a pure currency?
Well, if it was currency, then $5 today is going to be $5 tomorrow. If it's a commodity, then that value of it's going to appreciate or depreciate daily, monthly, weekly. So if I sent you 5 Bitcoin today, for example, tomorrow they would probably be worth a lot more than what I was supposed to send to you.
Right. Okay. Okay. And this figure tells us why Bitcoins are going up in value. One of the reasons, 21 million is the total number of Bitcoins there will ever be in the world.
Absolutely, and that scarcity is the reason that it appreciates, or at least partly is the reason that it appreciates so fast. But in case you just wanted to know, you can buy portions of a Bitcoin. So you could buy 1/10 of a Bitcoin, 100th of a Bitcoin.
Okay, okay. Question everyone's asking, of course, is it a bubble?
Well, so far in history, nothing's risen as fast as Bitcoins, at least not maybe in the last 400 years since...
Tulips in Amsterdam.
Exactly. So that's what is making everybody speculate. Is it a bubble? Because does that mean that the price will crash? Because it has happened at least 3 times since the currency was launched in 2010.
Okay.
At one point, it had gone to about $1,200 in December, lost half its value, that like 6 hours after that. And then proceeded to crash to $200. Now, there was also the case of a person who bought $27 worth of Bitcoins in 2009, and by 2013 had made $87,500,000.
Wow.
But the price has gone up and down so much, I don't think even he knows how much he has.
Right. And of course, just to confuse matters, Bitcoin isn't the only cryptocurrency.
Absolutely not. Bitcoin isn't even the only Bitcoin. There's 3 kinds of Bitcoin.
Wow.
There's other kinds of cryptocurrencies. There's Ethereum, there's Litecoin, there's Ripple. Ethereum and Litecoin jumped to 8,000 to 6,000% respectively over the last year. Ripple, which was number 5, has doubled its market cap to become $18.1 billion worth.
Right, okay. Interesting. And the question everyone's asking, of course, will it tumble? There are people who think it's here to stay. There are people who think it's a really dangerous fad. So talk to me about those people.
Bitcoin has plenty of detractors. Some of them include the Sage of Omaha, Warren Buffett, and the CEO of JP Morgan, JP Diamond, has even gone ahead and called it a fraud.
Right.
But it also has backers. Richard Branson says it works, so does Bill Gates, and Fadi Gandour got into a pretty public spat
Here he is.
with Jamie Dimon
Really?
about calling it a fraud. He said you need to understand how it works. So there's people on either side of the fence of that argument.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
What's your own opinion?
The way it's gone up is just surprising. So I think it is a bubble, but I definitely think that there might be some value to this cryptocurrency going forward.
Okay, okay. I think I feel personally a little bit differently than that. Obviously, it's an unsustainable price rise at the moment, but when we were talking about this feature, when we put it in the magazine, look at the dot-com bubble. Everyone knew that this was crazy and that it was unsustainable, and all these websites were launching and all these online shops before the technology was there, obviously going to crash, and it did crash around the millennium. But the internet was clearly a good idea.
Absolutely,
it was going to work in the long term. For me, the thing about Bitcoin, it clearly is a better way to move money around the world using blockchain than the traditional way of moving money been done for the last 50 or 100 or more years. So I think there is value there. We just got to figure out how it's actually going to work in practice.
True. The name might be different, but the future is probably set to change.
Okay, great. All right, well, you've been watching today's episode of Inside AB. As usual, subscribe to all our channels and follow us if you like the show. This is Shayan Shakeel. I'm Jeremy Lawrence. Bye.